So this is me episode. Jared, how you doing, man? How's your week been? What you been up to?
Let's see. What have I been up to? Not much.
Mm-hmm.
Interviewing still,
Mm-hmm.
still going on interviews. It's so tiring. I feel like I have been doing a lot of stuff, but I haven't been writing it down, so it's just like
Mm.
everywhere. Um,
Doing what you mean you ain't been writing it down? Like you got to write down what you do every day so you remember it, or
yeah, so we can have something to talk about.
oh, so you basically be journaling. That's cute.
No.
You be writing in your diary like Doug, or like,
Or Moesha.
nah, not Moesha. Daria.
Daria had a diary?
Yeah, I feel like Daria was always writing her diary. No, like Ginger from As Told by Ginger.
I never watched that show.
Mm.
Um, Let me see. One thing that I have been doing is I'm playing a new video game on my computer.
Mm.
It's
What new
called,
video game?
yeah, it's called Capes. It's about this dystopian future where superheroes are here and the government tries to hunt them down or whatever. It's not fun. It's not
Oh.
very fun.
Oh,
It's
why is it not fun?
it's just something to do. It's a RTS type of game, like real-time strategy, like the
Real-time strategy?
tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. The grid isn't fun. The cutscenes aren't fun.
Mm.
The um the play isn't fun. It's very repetitive, but I'm just trying to get through it. Well, I've been doing that off and on. Um, it's Pride Month, so I have been watching this new uh gay dating reality show on Hulu. It's
Hmm.
called I Kissed a Boy. And the twist is they have to
Hmm.
immediately kiss each other when they meet each other. So it's like the first thing that they do at their high. So, I mean, it's cool, but it's like a lot of UK people.
Mm.
So it's not really my speed. But I'm trying to support Pride like
Okay.
I
Okay.
would support everything else. Um,
I ain't mad at that.
yeah, I mean, it's cute for what it is. It's cute.
Mhm.
Oh, I saw Shogun. I watched the whole thing.
Oh, really? You binged it all? I
Yeah.
still ain't finished it yet.
Where did you leave off?
It don't really matter. You can spoil it.
No, no, I mean, where did you leave off? Because like there were highs and lows for me during watching
Mhm.
it, and you probably left off during a low for me.
I think where I am is like after his son died and they are at he at his home, he has like that little bit of time before they kill him.
Mm, yeah. So Shogun, the first part of this was like, why is this white man even here? Like the white man doesn't
Mm,
need to be
mm,
here
mm.
at all. At all. Like this story could be told sans the white man. And then like the first two or three episodes was like very colonial. Like I do not want to
I
see
feel
a
like the white
story.
man is an integral part of the story because an integral part of the story is that Spain is already entrenched in Japan and England is trying to get in there. So you
Okay.
got to have that, like, you know,
I mean, that is the opening plot point, and it doesn't
okay.
need to be there for the whole story. It definitely does not need to be in there for the whole story. Like that
Hmm.
that conflict
I
does
think
not.
it because I think that's always like a underlying conflict because the Spanish are there throughout the story. Like every other scene is that Spanish white dude going to talk to Tokunaga, like one of the big wigs or something like that.
Yeah, and then that's over at the first three episodes.
Mm-mm.
And and that conflict doesn't even get resolved. It doesn't even get resolved. So I'm like, why are the white people even in here? So it was like low for me at the beginning. Then it go went very, very high after the son died. Then it kind of went low when they started giving the white man more scenes around episode 6. But after that,
Hmm.
7, 8, 9. seven through the rest of it, it went way, 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 way up. A big lady dies, and yeah, I didn't like the ending because again, it was white man
Hmm.
centered. But I just don't know why the white man was even like every time the white man was on screen, it just wasn't his. It wasn't good for him, and everybody on screen made fun of him. What they call him a a not a bastard, but like clean or undirty, savage, a savage. They,
Mm,
they,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, they be like, you don't want to take a bath? He's like, no, I took one last week. What? And then
Yes, I
like,
remember that. That shit was hilarious, and that was one of the parts I love that they like really was dogging this man.
exactly the whole time. Like, first of all, I don't want to see white men colonizing any country. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see nobody get bullied either. And they
Get
were
who? Get
bullying,
who?
get
Oh,
bullied.
Bully.
Yeah. And they were bullying him this whole time. I don't get it. Like, like every time he was on screen, it was just embarrassing for him and for me watching it. But I know he's going to get some type of award. I don't get it because another colonial story, and he's gonna get an award come
Hmm.
award season. It's just undeserved, but whatever. How's
Hmm.
your week been?
My week has been pretty chill, man. You know, uh, nothing really happened this week. What I did, I went out a couple of dates this weekend.
A
Um,
couple.
that's what I said. You don't have to.
Woohoo!
Um, a couple of different women I'm seeing.
A
Um,
couple. Are these like new people or
no, no, these are one was like a second date, and the other one's like a girl I've been seeing.
so is this like the old girl? Like the girl who was older?
Mm-mm.
So you haven't gone out with
Mm-mm.
her.
No,
Um,
no. She like ghosted for like 2 weeks, and then when I finally did hear from her again, she was like, "Oh, don't see this becoming romantic." And I was like, "Okay, cool.
mm,
Good luck out there."
okay. Um, was your ex involved in any of these dates?
Nope,
Okay, okay.
but I did see
So
her.
you said you did see her.
I did see her. Yes.
Oh God, DeMarcus, get it together.
Hey, I'm living my life now, man.
DeMarcus, you just be doing things to
Living,
make yourself
living my
upset.
bachelor life.
I mean, that's fine, but you are doing things to make yourself upset more in the future.
That's future DeMarcus problem. Um,
Wow,
but see, but I
DeMarcus.
also, but the other thing I want to talk about is I went to the Juneteenth festival yesterday. That was pretty dope.
And how was
Um,
that?
it was good. The festival was dope. Like folks be like folks like what I thought about and as soon as I got out there was like folks always be asking me like, oh, where are the black people at in San Jose? Like where are all the black people? And I'd be like, bro, I don't know. But Juneteenth, they was out there. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was all of us. And I was
Mm-hmm.
fucking with it. Um,
So what
what
happened?
really made me mad though, what really made me mad is I went to this place to get some food. Um, they had a little stand out there, and I was I was like, they out here on Juneteenth, with the brothers and sisters, so the food got to be good. But I should have known better, because when I walked up there, when I walked up to the stand, it wasn't no line, and it's a
Mm,
festival, and it was probably like an hour and a half into the festival. Yeah, because
okay.
no, actually, it's probably like 3 hours into the festival. So the good food places, folks know about them, and they got a line. So walked up, they didn't have no line. It was called Spicy Roy's Caribbean. I love
Okay,
me some Caribbean
sounds
food.
good.
Right, right. So far, no lines, Caribbean food. I'm in there. They must have,
Mm-hmm.
they must have ran out and just got restocked or something. Folks don't know yet. I don't know. We get up there, we get up to the front. There's not a brown hand in that, not a nail. Not not a single speck of melanin
Mm. In the kitchen. That's horrible.
in the kitchen or
Not
behind
even
the
like a Hispanic person?
man, like maybe it was an Asian person back there,
Uh-uh.
maybe. But
Mm.
they had a tenant, they was so you could see in the hood.
Mm.
And that should have been my second clue. That should have been like where I'm like, all right, bet. You know what? Now I'm out. But I was already at the front of the line. And I was hungry.
But there was no line.
It wasn't a line. It was like two people ahead of us. Like two. It was like
Okay.
two groups ahead of us.
Okay.
In the what should have sealed the deal, what should have been a nail in the coffin for me is that the couple in front of us was was a black woman dating an Indian man, which ain't nothing wrong with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love who you love.
Okay. Yeah.
But a black woman dating an Indian man at a Caribbean spot raises red flags. Should have raised red flags for me, and now it does.
Okay. Um,
But I trusted the sister. I saw the sister up there, and I was like, you know what? If
also a
she
black person was working there.
no. This was a couple in line to get
Oh,
food,
okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
I was like, if she's getting this food, it's got to be something to it. And she's introducing her Indian man to Caribbean food.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question. Usually at these Caribbean food trucks, there's like condiments on like the windowsill. So did they have like
Mhm.
hot sauce or anything on the
They
windowsill?
had like this citrus mango salad dressing, and they had jerk sauce sitting in the window.
That was it?
Yeah. That's
Because
all I
the
expect. That's all I expect the Caribbean place to have is just like extra jerk sauce sitting around.
so
Like
when
maybe some
I
salad dressing.
because in Atlanta when I go to the Caribbean food truck, and I've been to a couple, they have like a whole like it's like 60 condiments up there of like different
Mm,
hot sauce. They're all like
mm,
Jamaican Scotch bonnet hot sauce, which is I can't
mm,
find it anywhere, and
hmm.
all this stuff. So like that would have been a red flag for me, but keep on going with the story.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Caribbean food trucks I've been to, they have like one or two sauces. They ain't got, you
Mm,
ain't here for the sauce, you're here for the food.
mm.
Um, so we got the food, and it wasn't that expensive. It was like an oxtail chicken combo plate, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be lit. I was like, $19 is like not a
Oh,
bad price for an oxtail
not,
and chicken combo plate.
yeah, yeah,
And it was like, oh, do you want regular rice and peas or do you want jerk rice and peas? And I was like, jerk that shit, bro.
yeah, yeah.
No diddy, jerk it.
Okay, don't say
Um,
Diddy. That's First of all, it's Pride Month. Second of all, Diddy did a lot of stuff besides his alleged
but I'm not trying to diddy this
homosexual stuff.
rice. I'm not trying to diddy this rice, but I want it jerked.
Okay. Well,
Man, we got
okay.
this food though.
We?
Yeah, because I wasn't eating it by myself.
It was you and Gordon, right?
Gordon's not here. Gordon lives in Chicago now.
I mean, I know that, but like, so who we doing?
Anyway, anyway, like these oxtails, straight tomato sauce, bro. It tasted
Tomato sauce.
yes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, ketchup, whatever you want to call it.
Wait, wait, wait,
Like,
wait, wait. Tomato sauce and oxtails? I never heard of that.
like they were like you know how the oxtails they like stewed or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it wasn't stewed in like it
the
wasn't
brown.
oxtail gravy. No,
Yeah.
it was tomato sauce.
What? I've never heard of
There is
that.
I've made oxtails. There is tomato paste in the recipe,
Uh-huh. But it's not red.
but it's not. I mean, but and so like there are some places that use more tomato paste or tomato paste. Let me be real.
Uh-huh.
There are places that use more tomato paste, so their oxtails do have like a little bit more of that, you know, tomatoey, pasty
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Just a different
Okay.
recipe. Some
Okay.
folks just like heavy on the tomato. Cool.
Right.
This shit
Mm.
tasted like they went and read an oxtail rice recipe and was like, oh, there's tomato paste in it. Went and bought some ragu, dumped it in the pot with the oxtails.
The market.
I was so mad. The jerk chicken was just barbecue chicken. It was just
Barbecue.
barbecue.
But
It was just
barbecue and
barbecue
jerk are
chicken.
two different. Two completely
They
different
barbecued it
things.
on the grill and said, "This is jerk chicken." Bada boom.
Well, was it
The
seasoned
rice
at
tastes
all?
like the rice. It was barbecued. It tasted like it came off the grill.
Oh no.
The rice tasted like Uncle Ben's rice in a bag. You know how you buy the like the pre-flavored rice and you just gotta warm up the bag? That's what it tasted
Oh
like. I was
no.
so mad at this fucking meal.
Did
I
you ask
was
for your money back?
so heated. No, because
See,
you
so you
know,
should have
at
had a girl with you
when it's bad,
because
when it
because
tasted
you and the
bad, all
girl.
the clues that I should have been picked up, they connect, all the dots connected. And I was like, you know what? I knew better. I knew better, and this is my own fault, and these are my just desserts.
So why
I
don't
did this to
guys like
myself.
to like send their food back if it's not what they wanted or what they like? Like you can send your food back if you don't like it.
Because I
Like
ordered it, bro. I ordered it. Like I sat there and ordered it confidently.
okay,
I
so
chose this. Like if it's like, oh, I ordered some chicken, I'm like, this chicken ain't right. Yeah, I'm sending that back. But if
mhm.
I order something and I just don't like it, it's like I didn't know I wasn't gonna like it. And that's not my fault. That's not the chef fault. You know what I'm saying? You know, it
Okay,
is what it is.
so what did your companion get and did this
They had
person get?
so we had got because we got the combo plate, we were sharing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So they was eating the chicken and I had the oxtail.
And what did they think of?
Oh no, they thought it was nasty.
Okay.
Like I had went to go buy me a drink and came back and they wasn't eating. And I was like, I was like, something's up because they're not eating this food. And they said it was hungry too.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah. And then when I when I started eating, they was like, what you think? And I was like, what you think? She's like, I already tried it. I was so mad, man. Now I want some real Caribbean food. I gotta go to like I gotta order me some like island taste or something.
Dang. So very sorry that you did that, but you supported a white business on Juneteenth. So I mean, again, I
But
feel
see, they
sorry for
was
your
at
taste
the
buds.
Juneteenth festival.
No,
So
DeMarcus,
I was like, they ain't no way they
you
here.
supported a white business colonizing Jamaican food on
They
Juneteenth
colonized the
holiday.
fuck out of it.
So
Hey,
so
yo.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Hey,
Maybe you
yo.
deserved it. Maybe you
You're
deserved it.
right. And that's why I didn't send it back. That's why I didn't send it back. Because I was like, you know what? I knew better. And I should have did better. And this is my punishment.
Yeah. And
This
you
is
were
my punishment.
punished.
My
Wow.
ancestors sitting there turning their nose up at me.
Wow. And everybody on the internet now is doing the same thing.
Hmm
Um, so was that it for the Juneteenth thing?
I mean, I saw the bands too, man. I saw FAMU. I saw ASU was out there. And
Did you say hootie hoo?
I didn't. I did not. I
Oh.
even saw a dude wearing like a Hampton shirt.
Hmm.
Not with the bands, but I just saw him like randomly, and I was like, "That's weird." I never see folks with Hampton, but and I was gonna do like a little call, but we don't really have a call for Hampton. You know, like Howard got HU. You know, the little call and response thing. We don't really have nothing like that.
No, we don't. We're too, I mean, our classes have things we do on the inside of campus, but
Hmm
for other people, we don't really,
yeah,
like
we ain't.
Howard, the ghetto school, we don't do that.
Mm-mm.
So
I don't. I wonder what they said in NSU. I wonder what they said in Norfolk. Do you know the
Norfolk.
Do you know the Norfolk call?
No, I don't know the Norfolk call. What? Why would I know the Norfolk call? Mistake by the lake? I don't know. I don't
Mistake by the lake.
I don't know the Norfolk call. Like, why would I know that?
That was good. That was great. That was great.
Um, okay. So was that all of
Yeah,
your week?
I think that's all of my adventures. That's all of my adventures.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and um give something for everybody to be on. I'm gonna put y'all on to something. Again, this
Mm.
segment is sponsored by Movie Pass. DeMarcus,
Hey,
can you please tell our lovely listeners about Movie Pass?
absolutely. I can tell y'all all about it. Give me. All right. So,
Oh God.
hey man, how'd you feel about seeing three movies for $10?
Okay.
What
A
about
month.
three movies a month for $10? Yes,
Okay.
three movies a month for $10.
I, I,
Three movies for $10. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
feel
Double
good.
Yeah, yeah, right, right, right.
Like that's not even a half of
What
one movie
about
ticket.
talk about it?
Yeah,
Talk about it.
yeah.
What about 4 movies for 20? You know
I
what? I'll even
mean,
sweeten the deal. I'll make it 5 for 30. It's
wow. Like $6 a movie?
like $6 a movie, like back in the early 2000s.
This
Like
is
that when
like
your mama would
early,
drop you off to the movies and you'll go bounce around between them things with your little girlfriend.
I mean, that's like 1960s prices, Star Wars 1 prices.
Hey, yo, we finna be back to paying 25 cents a movie.
That's a Planka. That's a Planka prices.
But I'll tell you how to make it happen. And it's with Movie Pass. And Movie Pass is a subscription-based service that allows you to watch multiple movies a month for a monthly fee. That's where you get your 3 for 20, your 4 for 20, your 3 for 10, 4 for 20, 5 for 50.
Hmm.
No, 5 for 30. I'm messing up these tiers real quick. I'm gonna come back around to that. But it was designed to make movie going like more affordable. So sort of get you back to where you were when you was young and you were seeing multiple movies, you know what I'm saying, for not 15, $20 a movies. But and then don't bring no date, bro. Don't bring a date.
Because that's
But,
double.
but double that.
Yeah.
And then but bring it back, the movie pass. Shoot, you can't now you can take shit. Now you can take 2 dates.
Mm,
Because
well,
you getting 3 movies a month.
yeah.
Shoot. But so once you sign up for MoviePass, you got to download the app or go online or whatever, however you want to do it. Users will typically receive their MoviePass card. Now they have like digital cards. So like once you download the app, you got your card on your phone. You can wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Buy the
Hmm.
tickets in person on theaters, however you want to do it.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Um, Say again.
I said bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Um, you see these dogs in your yard? Um, but yeah, so the debit card, the movie pass card, you use like a debit card, and it just covers the cost of the ticket, not your snacks, not your drinks, not your food, just your ticket, because that's where you spend all your money anyway. The food be kind
Hmm.
of regular price there in the movie theater,
Yeah.
but movie pass, like I said, subscription based service allows you to see multiple movies a month for a monthly fee, and that fee it can be as low as $10 a month for 3 movies. $20 a
Wow.
month for 4, $30 a month for 5. Look into it, download it. Me and Jared use it. I was on that $10 a month plan, and I'll tell you, like I'm a busy guy. I might have seen 2 movies a month, I might have seen 3 movies a month, but I always had points rolling over.
Hmm.
So my points was always maxed out
Hmm.
because I wasn't using them all the time.
Oh,
But I was still getting my movies in.
wow. So like, is this for like one movie theater or
Oh, it's for all of them.
it's crazy?
Every single it. I won't say all, because if I say all, you gonna go. Somebody gonna go in there and find like the one movie theater in Bumfuck Nowhere. They got like 3 seats that they don't cover.
Okay,
Maybe not
yeah.
all movie theaters, but like
All the
90,
AMC's and
95,
Regals.
95% of it.
Okay,
All
okay,
the
okay.
Regals, all the
Okay.
AMCs,
Okay, okay,
all the
okay.
the Cinemarks,
Okay.
the
Okay.
dine-ins.
Okay.
The you can even go to the drive-in, bro.
Yeah. Oh, what? I shoot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Know what you was gonna put us on?
Yeah. Well, I want to put y'all on, and that was great, DeMarcus. Yeah, that was great. What I want to put y'all on is this show that comes on BET Plus. Now,
Mm.
DeMarcus, I sent you this link to this show. I'm not sure if you watched. I sent it like a month
I
ago.
don't
I
even
said,
remember getting no link.
yeah, like you don't ever read the text message I sent you, but that's fine. But this show is called The Miss Pat Show. I think I said like watch this or
Oh, I remember
something.
this show. I remember this one now. Okay, bet. Yeah, I know what you're
Hmm.
talking about.
Hmm. Like 2 months
I've
ago.
seen like trailers for this show.
Wow. Um, the Miss Pat Show. All that you need to watch to be hooked on this show is the first episode. Now
Hmm.
they just came out with their last season. I think it was season 4. And again, this show goes beyond the element of laughter. And I really think that you would like it, DeMarcus, because you cuss and you're real. And I think that from what you say on here, your parents were real with you. So like I think that the conversation between Miss Pat and her son,
Okay.
I think that you can relate to those.
Hmm.
Because Miss Pat loves her children she just
Hmm.
greatly dislikes them. It is funny. And like
My
she
mama
is,
loves and likes me. This ain't sounding familiar at all.
I mean, maybe you have to watch it. But
Okay.
like on the Miss Pat show, this is not your normal sitcom at all. It's not your normal sitcom. It has, they say the F word on here,
Mm.
the N word,
Mm.
SAMB. Like she was a drug dealer and she lives with her sister who was a drug addict. And she has her husband, her two young children and her old son who lives in the basement, and her daughter who recently came out as a lesbian.
Mm.
And the
I might give it a
conversations
watch.
between them is hilarious because she's not your typical mother, okay? She's not
Hmm.
gentle parenting at all. She is aggressive parenting, like Minotaur bull
She
parenting.
sped a ride for the child.
Exactly. Exactly. It is so hilarious. DeMarcus, I'm trying to tell you, all you need to watch is the first episode. So if you don't want to go to the link I gave you, you can even go on BET Plus.
Mm.
They have a free trial. And you can
Okay.
watch an episode or two. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, DeMarcus, you would love this show. They're really short, 22 minutes.
Hmm.
That's all there
Hmm.
is. They're
Hmm.
not like you got to watch this season to go into this season. They're not even not you got to watch this episode to go on this episode. No, they're single stories that have an
Mm.
overarching feel. They are
This
so
overarching backstory, I guess
yeah,
it
yeah,
sounds
there's an
like.
overarching backstory every season. They are
Got you.
so funny. They are so funny.
Okay.
Like when I saw that this season um was released this last season, I immediately got up, hurried, and brushed my teeth. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I immediately watched it
Mm.
because this show has never failed to make me laugh, to make me think, to just give me a good feeling on my insides. And those little 8 episodes are over far too soon. So
Mm. Oh,
definitely,
so the
definitely,
episode per season,
definitely
that ain't
watch it.
bad.
Definitely
Okay.
watch. Just watch the first episode. You'll love it.
I'm gonna put y'all on to something too. That sounds pretty good. I might check that out. The Miss Pat show.
Yeah,
Okay.
on
I'm gonna put
BT
y'all on something
Plus.
too. On BET Plus. I'm gonna put y'all on something too. I've been watching. I finally got Apple TV because while I was in Seattle, I was able to trade my Disney Plus password for an Apple TV password. So I've almost got all uh the streaming services. But
The Infinity Stones. Once you have
right,
them
I
all.
got all the Infinity services. But I'm finally watching Ted Lasso, and this is just a good show. It is a very feel good show, and Ted Lasso is the nicest guy, and he be going through some bullshit, and like folks be just like taking advantage of him. Not always taking advantage of him. Like sometimes he got his own shit he dealing with. Like he don't prioritize himself sometimes, but it's such a good show where he's like trying to help these soccer players. The premise is like he is an American football coach who took like a semi-pro team or like a high school team or a college team or something like that. They were not they didn't really go deep into that, but they were not a professional team. They made that clear. He was not a professional football coach, American football coach. But he took this not pro team um from being like a sorry ass team to like the champs.
Mhm.
And so he gets hired by a uh soccer uh a football
Love.
league or a football team in like Europe, London, something like that,
Good old
to
London
be
town.
their coach.
Okay.
Hmm?
I say good old London town.
To be their coach, to be their football coach. And
Hmm.
so he don't know nothing about soccer. He don't know the rules. He don't know how to play. Um, but he got he figured it out. But what he's really good at is like connecting to the players and like making sure the players are like in their best headspace, living their best lives. You know, trusting each other and all this kind of stuff. He's really good at that team building aspect. And his his co-coach, his assistant coach is who's like who that's the man who like know the rules, know the plays and stuff, but he don't say a lot of words. And when he do talk, it be funny. He just be having like little zips here and there. Um, it's man, it's like a lot of different personalities in this thing. Like you got like an old grumpy man who like growl most of the time instead of talk. You got this like young hot head who be basically making fun of everybody all the time and cussing folks out. But like as the series goes on, you start to get like really in depth into like who these people are and like why they are the way they are, and they become much more than like just like these caricatures. So it's the character development is great, and I love a good story with character development. Um, and like as you watch, you might be like, nothing really happens season to season. Like as like the world is not changing for them that much, but like the characters themselves are changing within the world. And it's a great show. So on Apple TV, Ted Lasso, I'm late to the party, but it's a good show, and I'm gonna say something about it. And it's a black guy in there, you know.
One,
He's um
thank
no,
God.
it's a lot of black guys in there, but there's one black guy in particular who has like a good story, and he hook up with a like a little with an older lady.
Are there any gay people in this?
Mm,
Wow.
have I seen
Wow.
gay people? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right, cool.
I don't think I've seen like I ain't seen no dicks and I ain't seen nobody kiss no men. I haven't seen men kiss on screen.
Yeah, I heard about this. It never um intrigued me that much. They
Mm.
say it's funny,
It's
but
hilarious, bro. It's hilarious.
DeMarcus, you don't like The Office. So I'm trying to
I don't
see
like
where
The
your
Office.
humor is.
It's wherever I want it to be. It's wherever whatever touched my funny bone.
I will watch the first episode of Ted Lasso because I have been hearing a
Hmm.
lot about it over the years. If you watch the
Hmm.
first episode of Miss Pat Show, deal.
All right, bet. Yeah, and we'll come back and talk about it next time. Gotta do my other hand.
Okay.
Shake my hand, Jed. Move it
Okay.
over to where it's supposed to be. Other way. All right, like maybe we can do it. All right, do it like this. Yeah, do it
Okay,
like this.
okay, okay. We are trying to shake each other's hands on Black Geek Energy, and we'll come right back after these messages. BGE commercial? It's Jared here, and before we go more in depth with our geeky discussions, I want to talk to you about something important. Life's an epic quest, full of twists and turns. But guess what? We got a partner for you in this adventure, BetterHelp. You heard it right. BetterHelp.com will connect you with a licensed therapist who gets it. Whether you're battling real life feelings or just need someone to chat with, BetterHelp is your quest guide. So, fellow geeks, go to betterhelp.com/BGEpod. As a listener, you get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/BGEpod. Because leveling up your mental health is just as important as saving the universe. BetterHelp, because even heroes need support.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We got another great show for you on BGE. That's Black Geek Energy. Um, my name is D Marcus, and the D today is for doing it because it's a pretty good weekend. I'm ready to go back to work and whatnot, so ready to get it done.
Did you have
And
anything to eat
I'm
yesterday?
joined. Say it again.
After that Jamaican food disaster, did you have anything
Yeah, I
like
mean,
go to?
I've had a pretty relaxing weekend. It's felt long, even though the weekend is 2 days as always it is. You know, it's felt like a very full weekend,
Okay.
and I've had plenty of time to relax as well. So,
No, but did you eat yesterday? My question.
like um
The
after
Jamaican
that
food.
food
Yeah.
that wasn't Jamaican, after the American food,
Yeah.
after the Jamaican food,
Faking.
I ate enough of that. I ate enough of that to be full, and then came home and had some real food.
Mm. Well, since you're doing it, I am Jared. And yeah, do we have an activity today, Marcus?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we do. Um, so today we're gonna play top five.
Top five.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Top five. Is that what we call it? No, cream of the crop. That's what it's called. It's called cream of the crop.
Oh, this is the one where like you come up with something and I would have to guess what the best one is, and then you give it these dark web numbers and everything, and then you assign me points for those numbers, and then somehow every time we play
I'll
this, I
just read the
lose.
I'll just read the rules.
All
I'll just
right.
read.
Okay.
So I find or curate a list of the top 10 items in a theme category, what have you. These could be anything from anime characters to special moves, movies, anything else. Jerry, you gotta guess the top five with six answers.
Okay.
So you get to
Wait,
give me six.
no, no, six, dude. It was seven last
No, no, no,
time.
no, no, no. You get six.
Oh my
It's always
God.
been six.
All right.
Each answer is worth a number of points, and you need 10 points to win. So today we are doing the oh, wait a minute, wrong button. Okay, we are doing the hottest, most attractive video game characters.
Oh
These are
my
men
God.
and women, Jared.
Oh
I had a choice earlier.
no.
I had a choice earlier when I was looking this up, and I was like, I could go for this list of black characters, and it was a whole bunch of black characters that I don't think we know. Or I could go for this, and when it was black characters, it was like all women. Or I could make it more inclusive, especially this Pride months, and make me an empire.
So men and women.
There are men and women. The you give me the top five hottest video game characters, the most attractive.
All right. See, this is why it needs to be 10. So I'm gonna just do
Oh, and I'll tell you where this list came from. We got this covered.com. Um, it is it's not a website made by the skin folk, the kin folk.
wow.
So that's a little hint to put you in the right frame of mind.
All right. I'll do and I have six, so I'll do three boys and three girls.
Sure.
All right. So first, I'm gonna say Bayonetta
Okay.
for
That's a solid
sexiest
choice.
for sexiest video game characters of all time. I'll say Bayonetta.
Okay.
Um, then I'm gonna say Laura Croft.
Mm. From Tomb Raider, yeah. Are you
Yeah.
doing are you doing are you doing 2002 Lara Croft or are you doing like recent Lara Croft?
I just said Laura Croft. It doesn't matter what the year is. She's the same
I
person.
mean, you're right, it don't. And I'm just asking for curiosity for the edification of the audience, you know what I'm saying? You know, are you talking about like pixelated triangle boobs Lara Croft or like
I mean,
smooth
guys
graphics
would
Lara
have
Croft?
sex with the pixelated triangle boos. Guys would have sex with the latest one. So it doesn't really matter. Guys have sex with anyone. So which one do you want, DeMarcus? Anyone? See, I told you.
This is your I know what I would say. These are your answers. What's
All
number
right.
three? What's number three? Let's keep
Number
going. What's number three?
three is going to be, I don't know, Chun-Li.
Okay, okay. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Because I had a thing for Chun-Li back in the day. I'm a little girlfriend. And I was like, ooh, if Chun-Li could just like wrap me in her legs and those thighs,
Your head would explode.
it wouldn't be a bad way to go. Would not be a bad way to go.
All right. Um,
Three guys.
Now for the guys. I'm gonna do Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, I'll do Sephiroth. Because
Hmm.
you know it's a popular video game.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. So it's not sexy to me, it's sexy to white people. I'll do Joel from Last of Us.
Is that the main character from The Last of Us?
Yeah.
I only seen the show. I ain't played the game.
Oh, you seen the show?
I finished it.
You never told us.
Well, I'm telling you now.
What did you think?
Let's finish this game first before we get into
Uh,
that. Stay focused. We
Joel.
must, brother.
All right. Did you write down Joel?
I wrote down
Okay. And I'm gonna just go with Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
Yeah.
Where he from?
Mass Effect. You
Mm.
should know because you had my Mass Effect game for 10 years.
I thought he was gonna say I still had it. I'm about to say no, I forgot. No. I gave it back before I moved away. Um, bet. All right, all right, all right. Some of these answers are solid. Some of these I think are just like your personal favorites, which is
No,
cool. Which is
it's
cool. That's the way you should be answering, man, according to your knowledge, your experience. So we're gonna go back through. We're gonna go back through.
not. Okay.
I'm gonna start at number 10 and read our way up. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. All right. So coming in at number 10, we have Ada Wong from Resident Evil. And I
God.
think one thing that surprised me about this is that a lot of these folks were either from like horror games or like horror games. Um, Number 9,
I
Poison
forgot
Ivy from Batman Arkham.
Poison Ivy. Oh my God.
Poison Ivy. I mean, I understand. I get this one because I used to like Poison Ivy in the cartoons. Like when Poison Ivy showed up, I was like, oh yeah, breathe that plant stuff on me.
I mean, she's a sexy person, but not in the game. She was like plantified.
I was like, why ain't it me, Lord? Why I would be the Dark Knight, the boy wonder. Number 8, I think this one's gonna surprise you. Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
I don't even know these people.
You don't know who Solid Snake is? You never played Metal Gear Solid?
I played Super Smash Brothers, so I know who Solid Snake is, but I don't know like his story. I
Okay, so
never.
you at least got an idea.
Yeah, he's like the old man. He is
Mm.
not cute at all. He looks
He's the main character.
okay, but he's not cute.
But I told
DeMarcus,
you this. I told you
you
this.
got
I
these
told
three.
you this list. I told you this list was not made by the skin folk, and you know white folks be liking how old white men look.
Well, you
Like if
should
you're a
have
white man and you keep all your hair when you get old, in love,
ugly. Like, okay, well, maybe you
in
should have got
love.
this list from the internet, not with the web address. It's
What are you talking about?
10.02.199.01. Because
What?
you get your stuff from the dark web.
Anyway, anyway. Number 7, John Marston from Red Dead Redemption.
Oh my God,
Another
who
old
are
white
these
man.
people? John Marston?
Another old white. You never played Red Dead Redemption?
No, John Marston.
Bro, Red Dead Redemption was a dope ass game. You just missing out.
He isn't cute either. What's his stuff on his face? Oh, he isn't cute either. He doesn't even have a real
The stubble. He's
face.
rugged. He's rugged.
He's
He look like he stank.
ugly.
He look
Oh
like he
my
stank, and you know
God.
how folk like that.
So he's not from Red Dead
Uh,
Redemption 2?
Number 6. Number 6. Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh, Dante. I
Yeah,
mean, if you like
yeah,
little 16-year-old boys,
yeah. Okay. I thought you might be on board with that one. Chris Redfield is number 5 from Resident Evil.
hold on, I need to look Chris Redfield up. Chris Redfield. Let's see. I mean,
Hmm.
he's okay. He doesn't look that bad, but he's still not cute. Oh my God. All right.
All right. Um, Number 4 is Joel Miller. You got that one right, Jared. Old Joel from The Last of Us. But you was on it with this one. in that white folks be liking that old white man look. Like if you look like you like 50, but your hair still got color in it, I've noticed that trend. That's just something I've
Wow.
seen.
Wow.
Number three is going to be Yennefer of Vengerberg
The Witcher?
from The Witcher.
Okay.
I can see that. I can see that because she looks nasty. She looks like she gonna do something nasty to you, like when she get in there, and she real assertive. You know what I'm saying? I feel like folks be having that humiliation kink. They be wanting to be dominated. It look like she'll do that. She'll like strap you up with her magical powers. Um, Number two, this one surprised me, is Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil.
Oh my God, the tall lady?
The tall lady.
White people are so, ugh.
But I get it. I get it.
Why do
I
you
get it.
get it? Like
Because I get it. Because
how?
Megan Thee Stallion is a whole thing. She a whole
But she's
vibe.
human. This girl looks like the queen of the undead.
That's what they like. They get to
Oh
mix
my
they tall
God.
woman fetish with a necrophilia fetish.
Oh my God. But you get it.
I mean, I understand that. I understand it because she's a big woman, and men like to conquer things. You know what I'm saying?
All
And if you can get a big woman, it's like, yo, you a strong man. You got that big ass girl.
right. Necrophilia fetish. All right. Gotcha.
Mm.
Check.
All right, number one that's at the tip top, and I feel like it's held its top spot for like decades, is Laura Croft. And the reason I asked because the picture they had for this one was the 2000s pixelated triangle titties, Laura Croft, the one where you used to be climbing through them tunnels and you see that that little box going side to side.
Wow. That's not 2000, that's 90s.
You're right. You're right. It is late 90s. It is late 90s. But yeah, Jared, you didn't this one you didn't do great on. Because you only got two things out of two only two of your answers out of your six were on the
I
list.
mean, from the top.
And you got yeah, because Chun Li was actually on the list, but she's further down.
Okay.
Chun Li is on the list.
So
I
how
feel
many
like
points did I get?
you got 5 out of 10, bro. This is the worst you done did. This is a poor showing.
How are these points calculated? I never asked that.
Oh, and I never tell you. You have asked it. I just don't tell you.
Marcus. So you could give me the 10 points or give me some type of handicap because I don't know white people like that. Or have I played any of these games? So I don't have that connection. Like, I think that's why I said Joe, because I have that connection with Joe through The Last of Us 1
Hmm.
and 2. But because I haven't played like Silent Hill or Red Dead Redemption, I don't have that connection with these other characters,
And
these
I
ugly
said that
white
it's
people.
good that you're answering from your experience. I said that's a good thing. You shouldn't be answering trying to please everybody. You should answer for Jared.
I should be answering trying to please everybody so I can win the game. Because you're not giving me a handicap on this.
It's not
You
all about
said
pleasing
you said
Jared.
this is the worst you ever did. You did horrible. You lose again. Well, I'm like, okay, how
Yeah, you
do I
usually win the
not?
fucking games, man. All this damn complaining. You usually win. You lost this one. Calm down. Suck it up.
DeMarcus, I have never
Pull your
won cream
britches
of the
up and
crop.
move on.
I've never won cream of the crop. And
You have one cream in the crop.
it's because you always
You know what?
choose.
I just deleted the scoreboard because I was like, this ain't important. It ain't important to keep track of wins. But I got my notebook right here, and I ain't even got to turn the page. This is the page I'm on right now, and if I flip it over, you won cream of the crop the last time we played it.
Well.
So shut your ass up.
Well, DeMarcus, you got to do better than that. But
You got to do better.
no, I'm not. Because it doesn't make any
Then
sense.
you
Like
gonna
you're
keep
not
losing.
okay. Well, you're not consistent enough. You said I had to um answer from my own perspective, but then you say that you're gonna keep losing if you're answering your own
I said you
perspective.
should answer from your own perspective. You shouldn't be trying to be like, oh well, what's gonna be the best answer for everybody else? It's like, nah, man, just have fun with it. It's a game. We're here for entertainment.
But then I
Anyway,
lose, and then
moving
you
on to the
make
episode.
fun of me.
To
Okay,
the
cool.
episode.
You're a bully.
Today we are talking about, if you didn't figure it out from our little game, our little activity, we're talking about the sexiest video games that we have played in our lives. I
Okay,
spat a little bit when I said that. Wet mouth nigga.
sexy. So,
Wet mouth nigga today.
okay, okay. So to start off, I just want to get into the right mind frame. What do you mean
hmm
when you say sexy?
I
Do
was
you,
gonna ask you the same thing. I was like, what makes a sexy video game?
okay.
I
I
think
think that sexy video games make you horny.
mm,
Like
mm,
you see this guy, or in your case, a white girl on screen, and you immediately think, wow, I could do some, I could press pause right now.
right. Let me freeze this real quick.
But
Let
yeah,
me let me
I do think
screenshot this screen. This
I do think that uh that makes a real sexy video game. What about you?
yeah, I mean I agree. I agree that like a sexy video game is a game that makes you horny. Um, but I also think like a sexy video game is like a game that like is not ashamed of the sexuality in the game.
Mm,
Cause like sometimes like you'll play a game and it's like they have like some sexy stuff in there, but it's like censored or it's like real hard to see. You be trying to like turn your character head from a corner to see like half of a titty in this portrait from the wall on the other side. And it's like, why I gotta do all this, bro? It's like
yeah,
y'all snuck it in here. Y'all might as well put it in there prominently.
true, true, true.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, a game that's like not ashamed of us. So you know, like a I would say the same things that makes a person sexy makes a game sexy. Like they first off, they make you horny, you know what I'm saying? You feel a physical response to their presence. Um, second is that they confident. Like they like whether they know they got it or not, they confident in who they are and what they doing and what they bring to the table.
Mm, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then third is just like it's a great game. Like, cause a game can be like sexy, and then like it's just not fun to play, and then I'm just like this ain't doing nothing for me.
Mm,
Cause like it's clunky, it keep freezing, I can't even get into it. Every time I start to submerge myself in a fantasy, I'm yanked out of it by some kind of issue.
yeah.
Yeah, so some good gameplay. That's what I think makes a sexy video game.
Okay,
So you
okay.
want to go back and forth? You said you got a few things on your list. You want to go back and forth about sexy video games and why they're sexy?
I do have some games.
You want to start?
And that's why there's some games. My first game is, it's a game that we all know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that this game would have been sexy for you. I don't think you would have been looking at these men like this. But when I was young, um,
Madden.
one of my favorite games to play was Street Fighter 2. That's because
Really?
Guile, M. Bison, and even Blanca with
What?
his shirt off.
What about Blanca?
No, his shirt off. He was like rugged, and he would just like dominate me. I mean,
Sagat also ain't had his shirt on,
he didn't.
and neither did Zangief.
And
And
neither
there was
did
a lot of shirtless
Dawson.
men in Street Fighter. Say who
Dawson
was
didn't have his either, and he was
Dawson?
elastic.
I didn't think Dawson would be your type. I get Blanca, Sagat, Bison. Uh, you know.
Bison had his shirt on.
Yeah, he had a shirt on, but like I get you being attracted to those guys. I
I
didn't think
mean,
Dolphin would be your type.
Sagai and Blanca were the only two black people in the game. So,
Mm,
of
mm.
course, I would be like, okay, you know.
What about Zangief? He went for you?
I mean, he wouldn't be my first choice, but he's a choice. He's in the top five
Top
in that
five. I
game.
feel like that's Gordon speed right there. Zangief, I feel like that's Gordon.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely Gordon. But yeah, I think that
Mm.
like Of course, my main was Chun-Li, but
Mm.
every time that like Zangief would like grab her, I would pretend it's me and then like do all those flips in the air and then
What
come
about E
down.
Honda? Did you fuck with him?
Who?
E Honda.
E Honda. He wasn't in my top five either. He was in the top 10.
Top 10? Okay.
Yeah. But
So
still, I like big guys.
he was there for fun. He was like, oh, I'll try this one out for fun. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah,
an experience, but I don't want to lock that down.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I get it. I
But
get it.
yeah, I think that Street Fighter was definitely one of my most sexiest games when I was little.
I only really remember Chun-Li being sexy in that game. And like everybody else, I didn't think of that way. So you're right for the most part that I'm not gonna feel the same way as you on that one.
I
Um,
mean, I was looking at different things. So you didn't like
you absolutely were. You absolutely were. But I do have a fighting game on my list as well.
wait. You didn't like Sonya?
Sonya is in Mortal Kombat.
No. Okay, who was the other girl? She was like a white girl, German or something. She dressed like an air pilot in Street Fighter.
Mm, let me see. Junie?
That name doesn't sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Cammy.
Cammy?
Yeah, Cammy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember her. But she
Mm-hmm.
wasn't she wasn't thick as Chun-Li. Chun-Li had it sold up.
Mm-hmm. All right, just asking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. But my coming in at number one for me of like sexiest games is Bayonetta.
Okay.
Boy, that game.
Surprising that that wasn't on the list.
As one of the sexiest characters, I know.
Yeah, very
I
surprising.
know. You know what? You know what? Bayonetta might have been too much for folks because Bayonetta took it from a perspective. It could have been like, oh, Bayonetta done went from sexy to slutty because like she'll be like some of them cut scenes. She'll be like dancing around and shit. And she'll just lay down, be rubbing her coochie and stuff. I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
yo, she
Yeah,
a stripper.
it's very surprising that that is a actual Nintendo first party game now because they bought
Hey,
Bayonetta.
yo,
Yeah,
hey,
so
yo. But I hope they don't water it down. Because Bayonetta, like she's like her, like everything from like her just walking around in that game to like her fighting in that game.
I mean
Like
they
every inch of that game was sexy. Like
they
the way she
didn't
would
water
kill
it
those
down
angels.
because first game it was open platform, the second game it was just on theirs. So they didn't water it
Mm,
down at all.
mm. Wait, so there's like a new Bayonetta game? It's like a Bayonetta 2 or something? Or is this the same old one?
Yeah, there's the Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. They're old now, but the second game was after they purchased them. Um, now there's like a storybook game that's about to come out, where it may already be out now, but
I have
Bayonetta,
never heard of Bayonetta 2, Jerry. You just put me on to something.
oh,
Hold up now. And it came out in 2014?
yeah. You were in
Wow.
class,
I was in college then. Oh, actually, no, I finished 2013.
but you were in
So
grad school.
I was fresh out. I didn't start grad school till like 2017.
Oh,
So
you
this
were
was
at
like while I was
Target.
back in Atlanta. Nah, I wasn't working at Target then. This is like while I was back in
Okay,
Atlanta.
well, you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
Something I wasn't supposed to be doing. There's a Bayonetta 3 that came out in 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it's only on Switch. Okay, that's why I didn't hear
Yeah,
about that
it's
one.
on your Switch. See, told
Is
you.
Bayonetta 2 also only on Switch?
I don't know. Not sure. You got the
Platforms.
internet?
Yeah, it's only on Switch and Wii U. That's why I didn't hear about these because they're
Hmm.
only on Switch and Wii U. I got a Switch. I might pull these out, man. I've been needing another dosage Bayonetta.
And the
Um,
good thing about Bayonetta is it was actually good gameplay. Like,
that's why I added it to my list because
yeah.
Bayonetta was like it was I think on if in competition for sexiest games, Bayonetta did everything right. Like it was sexy off rip. It was confident in that sexiness. It wasn't trying to like hide it behind other bullshit like Tomb Raider. Like Like it was like that one thing crawling through them tunnels was sexy, but like they had you only had that crawling through the tunnels, and it was like they kind of phoned it in when you got to that part. It's like, oh, if you really meant what you were saying, like if you did this on purpose, it would have acted a little different. I feel like it would have been more intentional.
Hmm.
But I don't even think they meant for that to be sexy like that, like it was.
Yeah.
But Bayonetta was like, oh no, we
Bayonetta,
putting
yeah.
it on Front Street. And
Hmm.
then and then like you said, it was just great gameplay. Like I'll play that game and I'm actually having a great time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Another one for me, and I'm just gonna lump all these into each other, but it's every
Hmm.
game that you can create your own character and they have like gay situation for them to be in, like Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate
Mm.
3, Dragon Age, all those games where you can
Okay.
like, because like I don't want to say uh you know, another type of game for my next one. But like all of those games where you can like create a gay character and then like have gay situations or have gay sex. Like in Dragon Age,
Mm.
if you have sex with the other gay people, like it's different. Like if you have sex with the mage, then it's like, oh, we're so in love and we're
Mm. I feel like that's
gonna
just
be
like
together.
life.
Yeah. But then if you have sex with the kid Kenari or whatever, he's
Hmm.
like, yo, get over here and bend over. We're just gonna do it. It's no
Wow.
talking, it's no love. I'm not gonna kiss you. And some people want that. Some people
Yeah,
want
like
that.
you.
And yeah. So I really think that having them in these um where you create the character, especially in Baldur's Gate 3, you can
Hmm.
have, all these situations with your character. And I noticed myself most recently, usually I create a character and he's like tall or um
Hmm.
green or something because I like, weird things. But lately I've been making them lanky with glasses, black.
Why, Jared? Who
With
are
a
you imitating?
goatee, a short haircut, so that he could be in these games and have these type of situations happen to him.
Mm.
So yeah, I have noticed myself doing that lately. So I want to give it to like every game, it's mostly BioWare games lately,
Mm.
but every
No, that's
game
fair.
that has done something and given gay situations around that character. Those are
Okay.
really great, sexy games for me. For
I
me.
get that. I get that. And I'm sure it's like that for a lot of gay people, for a lot of people in general. It's like, because I got a friend who loved to put characters in gay situations, but she was a straight woman. She was like, "Oh, I
Hmm.
like guys, but I like to see guys doing things together." And I was like, "Yo,
Mm,
your thing," because I like to watch lesbians, so
yeah.
makes
When
sense.
I had my two roommates that were girls, we would just sit around and watch gay porn all the time.
Mm. And they liked it.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
They like two really big macho dudes having sex with each other. It looked like two
Hmm.
mountains plowing into each other. That wasn't really what I would go for
Oh, you
when
wanted
it
one of
came
them to
to.
be small, so you could like envision yourself in it. Y'all see Jared nodding. Jared, Jared head bobbing like a bobblehead over here. He said, "That's my shit. That's my shit."
So I mean, it's all
Jared,
about
I'm
the
not mad at
fantasy.
you. I'm not mad at you, bro. This is like a human experience because I like POV, so I can imagine it's me.
Oh, really? I hate POV.
I like POV, man. That's my dick right there. All right. The next one for me, I mentioned it earlier, but the Tomb Raider game, but only for, and specifically the 1990s Tomb Raider, but only for the scenes where she was like crawling through them tunnels. And I feel like it was enough of them to where it was like, oh yeah.
Wow.
And I was real young playing games at this time. So this is
Right.
like the most I could get. Like I hadn't even seen a titty at this point.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I barely saw girls' ankles.
That's crazy. So
Right. But,
like,
but but when Tomb but when Laura Croft was crawling through that damn that tunnel, I don't know, something stirred in my spirit. I didn't know what it was. I didn't have the words or the name for it. But
so what was this a pixelated Laura Croft
yo,
crawling through the tunnel?
yo, triangle titties and everything.
Wow. So like, what was it? Was it the cleavage
It was
or
just the most I could it was the most I could get, the most I had seen at the time. It was
wow?
like this is because what I had to be like 7, 8 years old when this game was out.
Yikes! Yikes!
And it was like this is like I've never even been close enough to a girl to even think about touching her in any kind of way. And so this is like, yeah.
So was it like pixelated cleavage or something?
Yeah, it was pixelated cleavage.
Okay.
Like you saw that you had that one like it was like you used Microsoft Paint and painted that one line through like that beige bar. Like I had imagination. I could get the rest of the way there.
Yikes! So is that why you majored in colors so that you could like entice young boys?
What? No. No, Jared.
Oh, I thought that
Go,
was like your
go. See, you just ruined
inspiration.
it. Go ahead with your next one. You
No,
just
I thought
ruined
that
it.
was your
No,
inspiration
no, 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 no,
for.
no, no. Go ahead, Jared. Go ahead.
I thought that was
What's
your
your next
inspiration.
game?
My last game is one of my favorite games to play on mobile. This is a mobile game and it's called Dream Daddies. It's just a game I can play like when I'm on the toilet or something.
This sounds like a hentai game.
It's not, surprisingly. So what
Dream
happens is,
Daddies.
yeah, what happens is like you're a
This is
daddy.
a dating sim.
Yeah, it's a dating sim.
What's a hentai game?
Gordon put me
Oh,
onto this
dating
one.
sim playing there.
Gordon did put me
Hmm?
onto this one. And
Mm.
you basically go throughout your day and all these guys are like trying to get at you, like your neighbors and your school teacher and the local baker and everything. And you decide which one you're gonna try to hook up with. And it's fun.
Mm.
It's interesting to see like the different type of situations y'all get in and what happens if you kind of flirt with somebody else while you're talking to somebody else. So yeah, I think that Dream Daddies is another real sexy game because like you be like, oh, okay, these guys are kind of cute.
Okay. Okay. I've never heard of this game.
You
I mean, but
haven't heard of Dream Daddies?
it sounds like a gay dating sim. It is.
It is a gay dating sim, but like it was everywhere.
It what?
It was
It what?
everywhere when it
I
was
feel,
hot.
you know what? Now that because I looked it up. Now that I'm seeing this, I feel like I did see an ad for it at some point in time.
Wow, gay. Why would you why would you see an ad for this? Like what else are you searching on your phone, gay fur? Kind of sus, not gonna
During
lie.
during Pride Month,
During Pride
during
Month,
Men's Mental
I
Health
am
Month, Jared,
during Pride Month, I am taking my culture back. You're not gonna colonize my culture.
I can't colonize nothing because I'm not a colonizer, but okay.
Well, you can try to be, but not over here. Not with homosexual stuff.
Mm, mm. All right, all right. I'm gonna go to my next one. My next one here is Dead or Alive. Do you remember that game,
Dead
that
or
fighting game, Dead or
Alive?
Alive?
I do
Yeah.
remember this game. I never played it though.
Oh man, I started playing it. I think one of my older brothers put me on Dead or Alive. He had it, and I played it like a couple of times at his house, and I was like, "Oh, this is the shit." And I liked
Mm,
it at first just because it was a dope ass fighting game, and
hmm
it was like the first fighting game I was like start putting time into to like learn everybody moves, like
Yeah.
you know, be able to do everybody combos and shit. And I was like good at most of the characters in the game. Um, it was now there was a few characters on there that really pushed this thing over the edge for me, and I'm gonna name a few.
Okay.
Um, Kasumi. Thick,
Okay. Is she thick?
thick.
Oh, she's thick.
Yeah, she
That's what you
thick.
like.
She's cute and she thick.
Her name's Kasumi.
This is when I was young to have hazel my little feet. Um, and then Yanni was hella cute. Helena was like this tall Russian woman. You know, we already talked about how, you know, men be liking bigger women. Christy, same deal. Christy just had boobs.
All
Christy
these people have like
Christy
really,
was Christy was throwing punches with her titties, knocking
oh
folks out in
wow.
the game. She didn't really. I exaggerated to make a point, but
Wow. And we know how much you like titties.
I'm more of an ass man. But I would not shake my head at a nice pair of boobs. I'm not gonna turn
DeMarcus,
my
we had a
nose up
whole
at it.
episode on your infatuation in titties. Every day you come on here and
Ah,
talk about
so
Mount
but
Lady.
see, but there's a direct connection between boobs and anime though, so that was easy to put into it. If I could find a connection like that between like ass and anime, sure, I would talk about that too.
Mm, well,
Yeah,
you also
but
always talk about Mount Lady, so
what also made this game sexy as hell is
mhm,
that every female character had like a swimsuit that you could unlock, and then you could just like
mm,
play, you like fight with her in her swimsuit.
crazy. Isn't this the game where like there's like a volleyball thing?
There's the volleyball version of this
Okay,
game.
makes
And I
sense.
think I think in the main games that was just like a mini game that you could unlock if you like beat the game with like certain with a certain number of women or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, you could I guess it was like a mini game or like a mini cut scene that you could unlock if you beat the game where it's like the girls are like in volleyball. When they would volleyball, I was like, hey yo. I was like,
Yeah,
they crazy, bro. I can't believe they're getting away with this. But
yeah,
yeah, man, that was a whew. This was like well into my teenage years that I was like playing this one. And like I was good at this game and I liked playing it and I liked
and
playing it. And I
um,
liked playing it.
so in a lot of my answers, I describe like queer people actually hooking up, getting together. You just described a whole bunch of scenes that your dirty mind contorted into making it sexy. So like, are there any scenes in video games that like really made you like have to pause and go grab some lotion right quick or not?
Mm, you asking have I ever beat off to a video game?
I mean, I'm not saying are you in front of Sonic just like jacking it,
I'm
but I feel like
more
is there
of a
anything that made you like feel like any scene that made you like feel like a little tingly sensation
I feel
in
like
your
all of these make me feel tingly sensations. That's why they're on the
really
list.
while they're fighting each other?
Yeah. Like
Yes.
I feel like as a teenage boy, like all of your hormones are raging and is you can't really separate um the horny hormone from your rage hormones.
Okay.
Like they're all pumping at the same time. So
Okay.
this satisfied a few things.
Wow. I mean, maybe when I was little, I kind of like Sora and Riku from Kingdom
Mm.
Hearts. I wanted
I
them
think
to
you
be together
you
so
you
bad.
like you like more emotional connections. Like you got it. Like they had to warm you up. They couldn't just like pull out their dicks for you. They had to be like, hey, like there's this like unspoken romantic tension here, and it's building. And then you was like, oh yeah. And then you gotta pause and go get your lotion.
Wow,
But for me, it's
maybe.
just like, yo, show me a boob, show me a moose knuckle. I'm good to go.
Wow. I mean, is that kind of simple, DeMarcus?
It is, and I appreciate myself for that. I love that for myself,
Okay.
especially at the age I am now. That me being turned on is simple. It's definitely more complicated now than it is when I was younger. But like at this age, I appreciated how easy it was for me to be turned on when I was younger. Like the wind could blow the right way, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
So you don't get turned on like that anymore?
Um, I think I need a little bit more. I need a little bit of warming up now. I need a little bit of
Dang.
warming up now. You can't just be like, oh, like I just, like all I want is to smash. I'm like, okay,
Maybe we need to
all right,
start getting some
because that's
sponsorships
easy.
from Hims next.
Nah, I don't need that.
I
I
mean,
don't need that.
it seems like you're
'Cause I can still knock them down with the best on.
Okay.
I just ain't. I'm just not as into emotionless connections as I used to be.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm.
Hmm.
And I am.
Like it can be light and casual, cool. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It can be like a hey, I see you when I see you kind of thing. Cool. But it can't just be like show up, dick out, bust it, you leave.
That's kind of crazy. So like you,
I gotta feel like a person, man. I gotta feel like I gotta feel like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta enjoy the time I'm spending with you leading up to that.
so you got to have a full dinner or coffee or anything, and then you have to
We ain't
come
gotta
back to the
have full
house.
dinner. We ain't gotta have full dinner, but you know what I'm saying? Turn some on TV and let's watch it for 10 minutes. So at least, at least I don't feel like I'm just here for dick.
And that 10 minutes is enough to,
That's enough.
all right.
You just gotta. It's like going to the strip club. Like when you go to the strip club, you pay the lady and then she dances for you. I'm not under any delusions that I didn't just pay you. I don't think you really like me, but act like you do. That's what I'm paying for. It's part of the service.
Now, you had this acronym um that you said a while back. Do you remember the acronym?
Mm-hmm.
What was
Mm-hmm.
it?
Your legs, your legitimate excuse to get some.
Yeah, your
Use
legitimate
your
excuse to
legs.
get, that's what it was. So
Use your legs with me.
again, so you have to have legs in order for you to get some. Like you have
Not
to
in
have the
order for you to
legitimate,
get
cause
some.
like your legitimate excuse equals you getting some. You can't just get some, and you can't just
It
have a
depends.
legitimate
It definitely
excuse.
depends. It definitely depends. Because like if we already got that relationship built up to where like, what I'm saying, we done been out a few times and we like, oh, this we done settle into like, hey, when we hit each other up, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Cool. The work is already been put in.
Mm.
But you know what I'm saying? If we ain't never been out on no date, we ain't never really like sat and talked or nothing
You
like
don't know
that,
her
and you just hit
favorite
me up like, hey,
color.
come through.
Yeah,
Huh?
I said
Yeah,
if you don't know
you
her
don't know my
favorite
favorite.
color.
You don't know my favorite color. You don't know what color my eyes are. What
Mm.
I'm doing here. You don't really like me. You could replace me with any other guy, and this will be exactly the same for everybody
Marcus, what's
involved.
the problem with that though?
That's not what I want. There's no problem with it. If that's what you want, there's no problem with it. That's just not what I want.
You're saying want like it. I think you're saying want instead of need, but you're thinking need. Like,
Mm-mm.
no, because
Mm-mm.
you just
Because
said
I
multiple
can,
times that you need to have the legitimate excuse with somebody that you know in order for you to get some.
I think
Why
you're
do you?
conflating my analogies here. You're conflating
Okay,
my analogies. Because
so
when I was
okay,
talking about legs, I was just talking about oh, like that's like somebody saying, "Oh, come watch this show with me. Let's Netflix chill." That's the whole Netflix and chill thing. That's using your legs.
okay, but you use legs. Like I think this is your mantra. Like,
Mm-mm.
but you just said that you have to have a reason. Like you can't hook up with a stranger. So
Yeah,
you
man,
have to have that.
I gotta have some kind of. I know. I'm saying I gotta have some sort of emotional attachment. It can't
Okay.
just be like, what I'm saying, like, oh, I met a stranger in the club, come home with me. It's like, bitch, I don't know you.
All right.
You trying to rob me?
So
I'm
again,
suspicious.
that's a want. I mean, that's you saying want, but that's you thinking need.
Mm-mm. It's a one. It's a one because
But you need to
in the right
have that.
headspace. Derek, you're not listening to me. Stop trying to put words in my mouth and listen to what I'm telling you.
No, you just said that you need to have that you couldn't go home with a stranger if you don't know her.
I said,
So you
yeah. I
need to
mean, I
have
could
you
go
so
home
you
with a stranger.
need
I
to
just
know
don't want
her
to.
favorite color.
I could go home with a stranger. I just don't want to, Jared.
So you could have sex with a stranger, not even knowing their last name.
Yeah, I've done it before. I've done it plenty of times.
And you can have sex with them.
It's just not what I want. Hmm?
Okay. And you can have sex with them now with how you're feeling now, with how you matured now.
I mean, I could, but it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna
Mm,
be. It's not going
Mm,
to be a great. It's not going to be a great experience. It's not
okay.
worth it. I don't want to do it.
Okay. I think I feel you now. Just making sure that you can still get up and you do not have erectile dysfunction. Again,
You
this
don't need to worry about that. You don't need to. You got too much dip on your lip, brother. I got that over here. All that's taken care of.
again,
Golly, man.
this
Keep going, man. We got to wrap this show soon. Keep going
I'm
so we
done.
can
I'm
end this
about ready
thing.
to talk about
Oh, that's the end of your
hymns.
list?
I'm
That's
finished
the
with
end of your
my
list?
list.
That's why you're going on these tangents. I got a couple more.
Oh, okay, let's hear
Um,
it.
all right. So another one is God of War. God of War was a gory ass game. And I'm talking about the originals, not the most recent joints.
Mm,
The original God of War games on PS2. It was gory. And like that's what stands out most when I think about this game. But it was great gameplay. And a great story. And I remember playing this game with my little cousins watching me, and I think because at the time they had a PS2 and I didn't, but I had the God of War game. Or either they had the God of War game and I didn't have it, but we both had PS2s. Either way, playing the game, like it would reward you every so often. This game wasn't like, there were like hints of sexy, strong throughout. Like you fighting some harpies and they got their titties out. You know what I'm saying? You might run into a troll and but it's a female troll or a female giant. You be like, oh, okay. They had the gods in that game that would show up here and there, and the gods, the goddesses would always be hot. But every so often, this game will reward you with like a little sex scene. There would be like some women somewhere where you could like, you know, you can start this like little mini game where you got to press the right buttons in order to satisfy the women.
mm,
And I think what this game, one thing that this game had on like some of the other ones on the list is that they had the noises, and it wasn't like, oh, like these are like ambiguous noises that could be interpreted as sex sounds. Like, nah, you just saw homeboy climb into this bed, and now you hearing the you getting a rocking and a slapping and a screaming, and
okay.
then you would get rewarded with experience points.
Okay.
You hear that headboard,
Okay. Okay.
Trillville
Uh,
start playing in the background.
so you would play um God of War to get to these cutscenes,
No,
basically.
I played God of War because it was a great game,
Oh,
and
okay,
I was
okay.
surprised by these cutscenes. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
I did not
okay.
expect this. This is an amazing surprise for a teenage gentleman like myself.
Mm, okay. All right.
But I remember I would go back to that little part of the game. I'm like, let me see if there are any more experience points to collect here. Because you could do it like a couple of times and get like a boost of experience points. But after a while, you was just doing it for fun.
Mm, okay.
hmm
Okay.
hmm Um, and then the last one on my list might surprise you, but it was KOTOR. It was Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay. One or
hmm
two.
One.
Okay.
One. And it was only because you could undress the character.
Wow.
Other than that, this game was not sexy. It was hella clunky.
Yeah.
Like it would take a long time to load sometime. You'll be doing shit and it's like not working right. But you could make the characters naked.
Wow.
You could strip them down to their drawers and have
Okay,
them
that
running around that
draws.
little game.
I mean, you
And
can
then
do that
even
in
when it was
GTA.
hmm?
You can do that in GTA.
I didn't play a lot of GTA. Didn't
Yikes.
play a lot of GTA. Sorry.
Well, I definitely remember KOTOR. Don't remember stripping down to their draws. I probably did though. I probably
hmm
did. I just
And
don't
what's
know.
crazy, what I remember in that game is that the men didn't strip down to like underwear. They stripped down to like this like leotard type onesie type deal.
Yikes.
But the women stripped down to like bra and panties.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember it. Yeah.
hmm
All right, DeMarcus. Well, if that is it with your favorite sexy game, so you would have them fighting the Sith in just their bra and panties? Yikes.
Yep.
Yikes. All right, Demarcus, if
Eat the
that your
meat.
it
Take it on a Rancor. Ass out.
wow, Demarcus. Okay. If that is the end of your discussion, we're gonna take a quick break and come right back with everybody's favorite parts, the questions.
The question.
All right, we are back. We are coming back with the questions. Did you tell Loretta Happy Father's Day today?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Sad.
I ain't told nobody Happy Father's Day yet.
Oh, not even your dad?
Mm-mm, not yet. Cause I'm gonna call him
Oh,
after we get done with this.
okay. Cool. Sad. Um, Cam, I told Cam Happy Father's Day, and he sent me a picture of him and his baby. Yeah, so
Cam who?
our Cam, Sweet
Cameron
Saints.
Williams?
Yeah,
He has a baby?
yeah.
Since when?
I don't know. He's like a year or two now,
Shut the front. I haven't talked to Cam in a long time.
and that's why you don't know.
And that is why I don't know. I'm so upset. I
That
know Emily has a baby.
who? Linda?
Emily.
Oh, Emily.
I've seen I've seen pictures of her and her family. Yeah.
Emily has a baby?
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Or either the person Emily's dating has a baby. I don't know.
I think
I haven't talked to Emily in a long time either. I haven't talked to Emily in a long time either.
that is the case. The
Mm.
person Emily's talking to has a baby,
But they
but
all took a picture together looking like a family. So I was like, oh, that's Emily's baby.
mm-mm. Well, anyway, you can text us all your updates that we haven't talked to in a while to Black to
I
Black
want to do
Ink.
better, y'all. I want to do better. My
I
number's
mean,
still the same.
I text people on the regular, like Justin's situation.
Let's talk about it off pod.
Okay, okay,
You
okay.
said situation.
Yeah, I text people on the regular, like at least once a month.
Hmm.
If you want to keep us posted on your life, you can text or you can you can contact us on Black Geek Energy on Instagram and TikTok or BG_pod on Twitter. Or you can email us on your life updates to blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. DeMarcus, I have a question from Joseph in Seattle. He
Hmm. I
asked,
was just in Seattle. Joseph, what's happening, brother?
He asks, I notice you guys talk a lot about action games, platformers, and RPGs, but do y'all play any sports games, fighting games, or or first person shooters?
Hmm.
Sorry, his
Um,
writing was sloppy.
what was his name again? Justin? Dustin?
Joseph,
Joseph. I was close. Um, yeah, Joseph, I play a bunch of stuff. I play some sports games.
you
I think I
do?
go through phases of life, bro. I play like NBA 2K a lot. I think it was might have been 2K8. I played a lot. I don't know. It was a while ago. But I also played NBA
2K8.
Street. I mean,
Okay. 2K8 and
I play,
NBA Street. Wow.
I played NBA Street a lot. That was back in the day. I don't play as many fighting games now, and I think like with those games, like sports games, I played SSS Tricky, the snowboarding game back in the day. But with sports games and fighting games, I don't play those as often because I ain't got nobody to play with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to play online. I like to play like side by side. I like to do living room play.
Because they be
Um,
beating you.
No, so we can all play together so I can see your face as I'm whoop that ass. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
because you can't beat those Koreans. That's why you want to play like right there. So you can cheat.
I don't even know what the online excuse me, I don't even know what the online playing format is like. I think there was one game I used to play online. I think it might have been Naruto Shippuden. Like that was a big game, fighting game that I used to play. And the last fighting game that I played for real was Jump Force, and that joint used to be hard. But yeah, I play sports games. I play some sports games. I don't really play those as often because I've kind of got like disillusioned by the sports game universe because it's the same game over and over again. It's the exact same game
Yeah.
over and over again. And I feel this way about Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
And there's a new Dragon Age coming out, and I hope it's good. I hope it's really good. I still gotta watch the trailer.
The
But
trailer's good. Well, not
if it's the
the
same
narrative
game,
trailer, the gameplay trailer is really good.
yeah, the gameplay trailer. I think that's the one my boy shared with me at work. But if it's the same as that, I mean, if the Dragon Age game is too much the same as the last one, I'm gonna start feeling irritated about that one too.
I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't know
look
if
the
I'm gonna see
same,
it. Okay, great, great. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, but I'm just
but
saying.
I
I play a
played
lot of
them
different
all.
stuff. What drives me away from games is when folks start releasing the same game over and over again, and there's no like overarching changes, and it's just like the same. Like you could have just released the update. You didn't have to release another game. You didn't need another $70. You could have got five.
Um, I'm gonna answer the question in a second, but I don't really agree with you, DeMarcus, because a lot of people said that when it came to the Spider-Man game, it was too much of the same. How can Spider-Man be different?
Mm.
He's always been in New York City. He's always swung
Always swinging on
around.
them webs.
He's always in the city. They're like, we don't want to see Spider-Man in New York anymore. So where's he gonna be? Wakanda? Like what's he gonna do in Soviet Russia or outer space? And that's why IGN didn't give them a 10. It's because they said it was too much of the same. Stupid whore. Like Spider-Man isn't the same at all. Like it's a different story. The gameplay is similar because
Mhm.
those are Spider-Man's powers. They're canonical powers. That's been Spider-Man's powers for 70, 80 years. What are you talking about? That's so
I
dumb.
feel.
And
I
then you're
feel.
not
I
even
think.
gonna say nothing about Mario, who's been the same for 40 years.
Actually, Mario's changed drastically.
No, the
Um,
gameplay has been so the same, except for Mario
Because
into Mario 64.
Mario 64 was completely different from
I
any
just
other
said
Mario
Mario
before it.
64. I just said Mario 64.
Uh, and then what was the one after that? The Mario where he had the little water gun on his back.
Mario Sunshine.
That one.
But nobody
But
talks
yeah,
about Mario Sunshine. Just like
it was a
nobody
great
talks about
game.
Mario RPG.
Unsung hero.
But no, Joseph, I do not play first person shooters, fighting, or
Oh, the first
sports
person shooter I was going to
games.
mention was Destiny. I played Destiny, Joseph. I don't play it now, but I used to play it a lot. And Halo. Go ahead, Jared. Sorry.
DeMarcus always talks about this game like he played over 10 years ago. That doesn't count.
I like retro games.
No, I'm not saying you like them now. You played them 10 years ago when they were hot. But no, I don't play any of those types of games. They don't do nothing for me. Sports games I definitely don't play. The last game I played was NBA 2000 on my Dreamcast, and that was only because it came with my Dreamcast. Um the I played Halo 2. It was on somebody else's TV. The graphics were amazing back then, but the gameplay I didn't like it. And fighting games, yeah, I would play with DeMarcus a lot. Um,
Mm,
Marvel versus Capcom and stuff like that.
hmm
But but DeMarcus cheats a lot. Like we'll be playing on the couch
Hey,
and he would like
yo.
kick me and he would like just make me distracted by like punching me during my combos when he was dying. So or he would like take the controller and like throw it across the room so that I wouldn't be able to play and win against him. So that kind of turned me off with uh Marvel vs. Capcom. It was a playing game though. So
None of
no,
that
I don't
shit ever
really.
happened, y'all. That was all lies.
All right. And we know how much you cheat because we did a whole episode on you cheating already. So,
All right, Jared,
anyways,
keep going. We got two more questions to answer.
anyways, the mic is um. So no, I don't play any of those games. Next question.
Mm-mm. Um, I'm trying now. You done made me lose my mind for a second.
Because you're a cheater.
So this comes from Caleb in Boston.
Hi, Caleb.
Um, he says that we play a lot of we talk about a lot about like X-Men, and then I think we did like a little black episode before, and we were talking about how the X-Men mirror like civil rights movement, black people struggle, et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
Um, are there what other race or ethnicity we like to see represented similarly in comics, or do you think there's another?
Hmm. That is a good question. The X-Men are always the go-to when it comes to Black people, LGBT people, because, you know, I think they're written that way to be
Mm-hmm.
the superhero or the people with powers in comics that are, you know, hated. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so they're always the go-to. Um, if I had to pick another group of superheroes that I wish were representative of a different type of class structure or race, oh my goodness. I would say in DC, the people of Atlantis, I wish they were representative of like the Middle Eastern people. Um,
Mm.
because, especially now, because there's a lot of stuff going on with them. And it's also
Mm-hmm.
because like I don't know much about them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we didn't have a Middle Eastern class in high school, or like it just wasn't ever focused on. And like everything I learned about them has been, through my own research or TikTok or social media, whatever. So I would like them to be better represented in DC. I think
Mm-hmm.
that Aquaman, there's nothing holding him onto the white race. He could easily be Palestinian, and the Mer people could be Pakistani or Muslim, or I don't even know
Mm-hmm.
how to really Saudi Arabian. I don't know
I
how
think. I
to.
mean. I think the way they are, they could represent. They very easily could represent like the Middle Eastern people, or at least like that sort of thing. Like if they started, I don't know. Like I think that kind of that I think that analogy kind of works, Jared.
Yeah.
Because like in DC, they're the superheroes, the Justice League, whatever it is, they always afraid that Atlantis is like gonna attack the surface. In
Mm,
real life, the
true.
United States is always afraid the Middle East is gonna attack us.
True.
They all kind of paint it. That's a great. That was a good one. You pulled that out your ass, but that was pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. Um,
I was thinking. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know
no,
what
no, I
you
was
done.
about to say, what about you?
Mm. I was thinking the Inhumans because the Inhumans get a little bit of shit too, but I just can't think of like what racial group or what ethnic group they would represent because it can't be like the mutants are already black people. Um, at first I was thinking that maybe they're Jewish people, but then people like Jewish people. There's a good there's a good swath of folks that like Jewish people,
Maybe like
and they in
Mexican?
control, and they in control. Maybe they could be the Mexicans. I don't know. Maybe they could represent Mexicans. I don't know because then they're not because the Inhumans aren't trying to come into anywhere.
Well, not anymore.
True, not anymore.
Mm,
Um, I think I think the scrolls could be a little bit like the Mexican people.
yeah, the scrolls could.
Yeah, because they're just trying to find a new home, man.
Yeah,
They're just trying to, assimilate into the culture as best they can.
yeah, because the Creed. Definitely destroyed their homeworld. So
Mm. And you know who the Cree is?
America.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
America. You know what's wild? That
What?
we had to, as kids, put our hands over our hearts and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yo. And it never seemed weird until we got grown and folks said, hey, that's weird.
You know what? I was in class and they said that you didn't have to stand. So I was like, oh, I'm not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. Like, nobody can make
Hmm.
me. This old, fat, Caucasian woman actually told my mama who worked in the school system. So she told my
Hmm.
mama, then my mama and me had a whole argument. Like, mama, I don't have to say that's my freedom of speech. You can't take that away from me. She can't take that
Hmm.
away from me. Like, that's not
Hmm.
happening. And then she was like, she just came and she was like, the troops, the troops. I'm like, ain't nobody talking about the troops. I'm talking about me standing for the Pledge of Allegiance when I
Right.
don't have to stand.
Me pledging myself to this country is not has nothing to do with the
It
troops.
has nothing to do with the troops. Like, what are you talking about?
I can understand if I was a troop and it's like, okay, now I'm saying the Pledge of Allegiance every day because I actually am pledging myself to the country and I'm being paid by the United States government.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Oh my God. But
yeah.
yeah, that
That's
was,
that is crazy. That is crazy. And I think like I wonder, I'm trying to think like, have I met folks from other countries who had to do like something similar in school?
I don't know of any other country that has to do that. I think that's just us.
Hmm.
All right, DeMarcus, let me pull up these questions from Six Brown Chicks.
These
And
fucking questions.
let's see, I got some choices for you today. First sentence, I'm a single father with two sons. I recorded my coworker and I having sex on my iPhone.
Oh Lord.
My baby was born with an extra finger on her left hand, or my manager sent a Teams meeting invite to our entire team, and I knew that S meant mass layoffs. So which one you need me to repeat?
Mm, repeat the first two.
I'm a single father with two sons, and I recorded my coworker and I having sex on my iPhone.
Let's do the single father with two sons. It's Men's Mental Health Month.
This is not someone you need to like. All right, here we go. I'm a single father with two sons. Their mother has a decent job, but a violent background. So I sued her for custody and child support, and I got it. She funds my abilities to be a stay-at-home dad. We live with my mom rent-free. All was good until the boys, who were ages 2 and 4, developed major behavior problems. When the 4-year-old attacked my mom over cookies, she said we had 30 days to leave. I look like Drake and I tell BITCHES that I know what I'm worth, and me and my kids are a package deal. So I've been dangling the promise of a serious relationship with Kim because she's heavy set and stable and has a nice 2-bedroom apartment. I brought my kids to visit her and they trashed her place while we were making love. I cleaned up, got some food from her fridge, and cooked. I kissed her neck and she giggled as I served bacon and eggs. I, I could see us like this, making love while my sons play and then eating together like a family. Can't you? Kim, stop giggling. I don't want roaches in my castle, babe. Y'all is roaches. Again, I look like Drake. I have anyone I want in this zip code, and these fat BITCHES want to FUCK, but not let us move in. I need a better strategy. Advice.
I wish I hadn't picked this one.
Men's Mental Health Month, right?
This is not what was sold to me. This wasn't. I don't like this. Um,
He looks like Drake.
let's recap it. So old dude had two kids with this lady,
Hmm.
sued her for custody of the two kids.
Yes.
He was living with his mom's, but his mom, he is bad as hell, sound like.
Hmm.
And the mom's was like, I ain't dealing with this no more. Y'all gotta go.
Hmm.
He been dating this a heavyset woman, as he put it, a
Hmm.
warm woman. And but it sounds like he only dating her so that he have a place to stay with his kids.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Is he is he still getting money, the child support from the ex-wife or the
I
whoever it
mean,
was?
so he said that that was like court ordered, so possibly, yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine so, huh? So
Hmm.
he could probably get his own place.
Hmm.
I mean, and that's needs a better strategy.
Yeah, that's what he's asking for.
Yeah, bro, you need to get a job and take care of them kids. Like them kids is wild, bro, and you too worried about how you look and dating these girls than raising these kids, and that's why they acting like that. And that's why you can't find no place to stay. It's a circular problem. It's cyclical because your kids bad. That's why, and they trash folks' houses. That's why
And
you ain't
beat your
got no place to
mom.
stay, huh?
And beat your mom.
And beat folks up. So y'all get kicked out of places. Now you gotta start dating again. So you ain't got time to discipline the kids. So they act bad, and we back to square one. They trashing the place and beating folks up, and
Yeah.
y'all don't got no place to stay.
So what's he
You
supposed
need
to
to
do?
you need to turn inward, bro.
Yeah.
You need to turn inward. Focus on raising your kids. I want to be a gentle parent real bad. Well, I think we was talking about this in the beginning. I want to be a gentle parent real bad. But every child is not a gentle child, and gentle parenting ain't gonna work with all of them. Sometimes, if you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Are
And
you gonna
these
beat your
children
kids?
sound like they've been spared the rod one too many times.
So you're gonna beat your kids.
I'm gonna be a gentle parent, but I'm gonna be flexible to my child's needs.
What?
And if they need to be unspoiled, that is my duty as a parent.
All right. Okay. All right. I think you'll be a good father, but I don't want to see you be a father, if you know what I mean. Advice that I have for you. You need to keep your kids and raise your kids. That's a definite, but you need to actually be trying to look out for them. Like you think too much about you, it's you, and your kids are tagged along. No, it needs to be your kids. The 2 and a 4 year old. These are the most important ages of their lives when they are learning the most, they
Hmm.
are looking the most. So if they are being aggressive towards your mother, what are you doing towards her? If they are trashing somebody else's house, how do you go into somebody's house? Like it's always the example that they see is how they're going to act. Like I would
Hmm.
never go into somebody's house and then immediately start trashing it or fight my grandma, especially at 2 or 4. So yeah, I think
And why grandma can't take a 2 and a 4 year old? But if you don't knock them kids down,
yeah. I mean, people don't want to hit children nowadays because they're going to jail.
you're right.
Okay, well that look. Advice to you. Um, well, it's Father's Day. So my advice to you is you need to be a father. This is your wake-up call. This is the time that, we need you. I didn't have a dad growing up, so it's good that you're trying to be there, but your kids cannot just be tag-alongs. They have to be your children. You have to treat them like
They
your
got to be
children.
part of your life, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. They can't just be tag-alongs. They have to be your children. You have to actually raise and care for and nurture your kids. For real, you
And this,
sit there all day living off your ex baby mama. Why don't your kids love you and listen to you? That doesn't make sense to me.
because you
So,
took their mom away from them.
well, yeah. But let's start loving your kids, and you need to be a better dad. Like this isn't a good example of how good of a dad you are. It seems like you want to be a good dad, but your kids are just tag-alongs, and they do not need to be tag-alongs for all their
Yeah, he don't
growth.
want to. He. It sounds like he don't. He did. He only wanted these kids, and somebody else gonna take care of them.
Yeah,
He only want to be around for the fun parts.
yeah, yeah. All right, DeMarcus, we are nearing the 2 hour mark. Uh,
Hmm.
what have we been talking about this whole time? Um,
Sexy ass video games, bro.
yeah, yeah, I guess that there was a lot to talk about.
Hmm.
You can email us at Black Geek Energies your questions. Contact us at Black Geek Energy on Instagram and TikTok. Send us a DM on BGE_pod or comment under this episode on YouTube. Comment under this podcast on Instagram, not Instagram, iTunes and Spotify, and leave us 5 stars if you like this episode, or leave us 1 star, whatever. Um, this has been a great episode, DeMarcus. I laughed, I cried, I was mad at you.
Hmm.
DeMarcus, do you have any final thoughts?
Um, you know, growing up, I questioned myself a lot for how these video games made me feel and these video game characters. Because I would be playing them and I'll be like, yo, man, my loins is stirring.
At
Um,
7?
that's about time folks start hitting puberty. Um,
7 is not, you're like first grade.
Little girls hit puberty real early, and
Girls are different. We
it's
are
some boys
two
that hit puberty.
boys.
It's some boys that start revving up around that time. It just depends on how you get activated. Um,
DeMarcus, no boys needs to be thinking about anything sexual at 7, okay? Or girl.
so this is my final thought. So
Yeah.
like I'm saying, I used to question myself a lot about the stirrings that I felt playing these video games. Um, and it made me a little insecure. Oh, because I'll be like, yo, I was like, should I be feeling like this is a video game, man? Like I'm a teenager. Like I should be doing other stuff.
At 7, I mean, I'm
Shut
just
up,
kidding.
Jerry. This is my final thought. Damn it. And what I've come to realize in my adulthood is that, like, yo, this is a game. And essentially, it is art. And art is only made to make you feel something. And if it's not making you feel something, then it's bad art. So enjoy your games however you like, whether that's naked with your lotion next to you
Oh,
or
no.
at a party with all your friends. And whether it turn you on or not, it ain't nothing wrong with it. Play your game. Play your own players.
All right. At 7, you're a child. Just want to say that just to make sure that we get that out the way. And yeah, play your own games. If you want to jack off the Sonic, that's cool with you. All right, guys, we will be back next week. Thank you for tuning in
Don't
to
be shaming the furries.
Sonic is a 16-year-old boy though.
16 and what? Hedgehog years? How old is that in human years?
16.
No, it's
16.
not.
Okay, everybody. This is Black Geek Energy, and we're out.
BGE out. Hedgehog years.
Are you looking that up? Are you looking up hedgehog years?
Hedgehogs
Oh my
age
God.
in calendar years. 2 months in hedgehog years is 10 years in human years. So Sonic is hundreds of years old.
Sonic is not 100 years old in the canonical Sonic sense. He is not hundreds of years old.
He ages like a dwarf. They might look 20, but they're actually like 68.
You know, Marcus, let me turn this off because you get on my nerves.
What's happening, my fellow geeks out there? It's a new year. Welcome to 2024, new me, or the same you. You know, however you want to play it this year. I am here to tell y'all that I am in a much better space mentally, and a lot of that is due to getting, I'm not going to say the help I need, but having someone to talk to objectively, like that third party who's just there to give you advice and not really trying to put their own judgment on you, and also like kind of helping you, think through some of your thoughts. Maybe you're an external process, maybe an external processor, maybe not. But you can do all of these things with BetterHelp.com. So you can be in the same place I am. You can be in a better place than I am. You can improve the way you think and the way you approach situations just by having someone to talk to about it that is not there to judge you, that is available at the send of a text, that you can switch them out if it's not working. If they're not giving you the advice you need, you can just say, hey, BetterHelp, give me someone else, and they'll find you someone else to partner with. Tell you it's an amazing service. And if you tell them we sent you, you're going to get a discount. Because why would we tell you to go if we're not going to hook you up? So go to betterhelp.com/BGEpod and tell them DeMarcus sent you.